Good morning, students. I'm your science teacher. Today I'm here with the lesson Keeping Safe of your science textbook for the student of Standard 4. Before starting the lesson Keeping Safe, just we must understand the meaning of the lesson's name, that is Keeping Safe. Keeping means to keep and safe means to be protected from any harm or injury. So I think you must understood now that what is the meaning of this lesson and what we are going to learn in this lesson. Keeping safe, that means to keep ourselves protected from any harm and injury which we get from any accident or any incident which unfortunately occurs. Here I have used the term accident. So what is an accident? Student, an accident is an unfortunate incident which unintentionally happens and give us harm, injury or loss. Loss, sometimes loss of property, sometimes loss of life. So here we know that accident is an unintentional event associated with the terms harm, injury or loss. Students, accident can happen anywhere, anytime, whether we are inside the home or outside the home. Even in our school also, when we are in school also, or when we are in a marketplace, on the road, on the playground, everywhere it can happen. Accidents happen due to our carelessness. We can avoid these accidents by being careful. So today let's start our lesson with a good motto, that is ABC. ABC of being safe. Here A stands for always, be careful. Always be careful while you are playing. Always be careful when you are working. Always be careful when you are helping your siblings or your parents. Always be careful when you are in market. Every time you need to be careful to save your life and your dear one's life. Today, in this part of the video, we are going to learn some tips how can we careful or what we should do to be safe at home. You know that home is a place where we spend most of our time. And now in this era, in this time period, when we are apart from each other, we are following the social distancing due to COVID-19, our almost all the time we are spending at home. We are playing at home, we are enjoying at home, we are studying at home, we are helping our parents at home, we are just spending time with our brothers, sisters and parents and relatives at home. So now in this time period, it is very mandatory for us to know the safety rules which we should follow at home. It's not because of us only, it's because of our parents, our siblings or our relatives also. Because when accidents happen, it not only give a mental pressure or a physical harm to your body, it's also give a negative effect to your parents also. It's give add a medical expenses which cause a burden on your parents also. That is why we should always be careful when we are at home. So now we are going to learn about the safety rules. Before that, we need to understand what is safety. Safety means carefully following the rules which protect us from any harm. So safety is be protected from any harm. Now what are the safety rules? Safety rules are nothing, only the do's and don'ts which we must follow. So let's start with the do's and don'ts which should follow at home. These are the general instructions, student, which I am going to tell to be safe at home. So let's begin. So first we are going to discuss the don'ts. What should we not do? The first point is do not open the door for any stranger. So who all are the strangers, students? Strangers are the person or the people whom we don't know, with whom we are not familiar. So please don't rush to the door when the bell rings to open the door. Because the person, if you don't know who is outside the door, can harm you. The person may have a wrong intention for you. You can be theft. You can be harmed by that person. So please don't go to open the door, especially when you are alone at home. So what should you do? You don't open the door for any stranger. Then what should you do? You ask your parent to open the door. So you always, what we should do? You always ask your parent to open the door. Now the next is do not take any medicine by your own. The second, what should you not do? Do not take any medicine by your own. Medicines are the chemical substances which is made for any particular disease. So if you will take medicine by your own, it is most probable that you will take wrong medicine and you will get a negative side effect in your body, and severely you can have problem in your body. You maybe you have to admitted in the hospital for medical treatment. So you should not use any medicine. You should not take any medicine by your own. Always you should take medicines under your parents' supervision. Medicines are given by only a doctor or a physician according to your situation, according to your illness, according to your body problem. So always you take medicine under adult supervision. Take medicine under adults supervision. Suppose what would happen if you have fever and you are taking a medicine which is prescribed for headache. Of course you will get a negative side effect in your body and you can have different type of medical problem for which you have to go under a treatment, medical treatment. It is always also suggested that keep the medicines reach out of the children. Your younger ones which are very innocent and they cannot read and understand this type of medicine, the liquid medicine or the balms, different types of medicines we keep at home. So different type of balms, different types of ointments, different types of liquid syrups which we keep can be easily taken by the small children. So keep these medicines reach out of your siblings or the younger ones, or tell your parents they will keep in the cupboard and they will lock the cupboard. When it is needed, they will provide you the medicine. The next is do not handle the sharp objects by your own. Some sharp objects, I'm having student with me. You can see I have a blade in my hand. This is a very thin and sharp object which we use to cut the things, or sometimes sharpen the pencil, or sometimes sharpen the any other object which we need to use. Easily it can give you a cut in your finger or in the body part. The second object which I have is this knife. Every day we see this knife at home, which our mother or any other person used to cut vegetables or cut anything which is required to be cut. So this is knife which has a sharp edge on it. You can see the sharp edges of this knife. This is very common, I think, which is used by you all. This is a scissor you use when you do your any activity you do, or any creative thing when you want to make, to cut the paper or cut the cardboard. You use this scissor. Now I am telling that you don't use this type of objects when you are doing any activity. So what should you do? You won't do your activities, you won't do or perform any creative work which you want. Of course you do, but you ask your parent or elder brother or sister or any family member to sit with you, so that they can manage to cut the things, to cut the object which you want according to your work. Or they will help you how to manage this type of objects, scissor and sharpener, or the knife, or the thermocol cutter which you use generally to cut, to do your projects and all. So you ask your parents or elder ones to help out to cut the things, so that you can be safe from these type of objects. So you need to ask your parents or ask your elders to help out to cut the objects. The next one is, you should not keep your room or the floor untidy. Don't keep your room untidy. That means always you need to arrange, to keep your toys and books and your belongings in the right places, so the room will look clean and properly managed. What happens if you will spill out any liquid on the floor? You may slip on the wet floor and you can get a hurt. Maybe it can cause a fracture in your bone. So it is very mandatory for you that whenever any liquid fell down on the floor, immediately you wipe it off. Keep arranged your home, your room. The next is, don't use any electric appliances by your room, especially when it is switched on. Don't use any electric appliance by your own. Now what are these electric appliances? Electric appliances are the devices which run through the electricity. Electricity help us in many ways. Generally you see so many electric appliances, the refrigerator, the cooking heater, the geysers, or the iron which is used to straighten our clothes or iron our clothes. These all electric appliances runs through the electricity. So these appliances should be handled with care. So electric devices or appliances should be handled with care, so that you may not get any shock from these electric appliances. You always wear rubber slippers when the floor is wet and you are going to touch any switch, so that you can avoid an electric shock. The next is, do not lean over the balconies or window, because if you may lose the balance, you can fall down from the balcony or the window. So never lean down from the balcony or the windows of your house. Now students, as we are spending most of our time at home, you always be careful that when you are playing inside the home, you should not run. You may crash into the furniture and you can get hurt easily. It may give a fracture in your bone, and you will need a medical treatment. So you don't run inside the house. If you want to play at home, sit and play with your siblings, or in the garden area you can play. So be positive and be safe when you are at home. These are the general instructions which I told in the form of do's and don'ts here. What should you do and what should you not do at home. These are the safety rules at home which we should follow. Some of the safety rules which I have told you, given in the textbook also, which just we are going to read once, so that you can understand the safety rules when you read the book by your own. And these general instructions which is given in your book are: do not open the door for any stranger. Do not consume any medicine on your own. Immediately wipe any liquid that has been spilled on the floor, or else someone may slip on the wet floor. Do not leave your toys and other things lying around the floor. Someone may trip on them and get hurt. Do not go too close to the heaters or any other appliances when especially it is switched on. Do not lean over the balcony railings or the windows. You may lose your balance and fall over. Do not put your fingers in any electric sockets. In case you see sparks coming out from electric plugs, ask an adult to switch off the main switch immediately. Wear dry rubber slippers while touching any electric gadgets or any electric devices. Do not run around inside the house. You may crash into the furniture and get hurt. So student, we are now at the end part of this video, and in this video, today's video, we learnt about accident, its causes, safety measures, safety rules we should follow at home, and the need of safety rules. In next video, when we will meet, we will come across some more safety rules which we should follow at home. Till then, goodbye students. Thank you.